Welcome back, Scroopies.
Hey, everybody.
Big Shot Joe.
K-Swine.
Yeah, I'm Bill.
We are back once again for the second edition of The Dirty Dozen.
Dirty Dozen, man. I love the emphasis he puts on that. It is priceless. It is priceless.
It makes me chuckle.
It makes me chuckle.
Every time he says, Dirty Dozen.
In fact, every time he says it like that, we should take a shot.
You gotta tell me twice.
No, well, damn, already?
Here we go.
So, here we are,
and
guys.
this is the dirty part of the Dirty Dozen.
This episode, it's not brought to you by, it's just assisted by Early Times.
There you go. Alright, let's bring it back.
Early Times. It's always the right time.
Oh my God.
Let's reel it in. Let's reel
it back in.
Reel it back in. Bring it together.
All right. Yeah. It's getting dark. It's time to bring the horses in from the pasture.
Did you get me one?
Lest the coyotes get them.
Damn, dude, did you like kill them?
So, I guess the only thing left to do is for me to hand old K Swizzle the official 321SCREW list of
The Dirty Dozen.
for you, sir.
Woo! Woo!
And,
pristine!
There.
That's pristine, too.
Yeah.
I thank you, sir.
That's a big shot glass, so
salute all of
you
you.
know
There you
you
go.
can
Hey.
if you got to nurse a little bit of it.
I'm gonna hit that once when I feel the need.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna shoot to? Being thankful that damn election stuff is over.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they're still counting or whatever, all that. I don't know, but just all the political ads and all everything.
That's
Thank
right.
you for being gone.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
Let's
I'd
get
buy
down
that for $1.
Yeah.
to the meat of the sandwich.
The meat of the sandwich.
I would like to start off this week.
Man, I could
with
go for a sandwich.
Topic number 1
Right.
to say happy birthday to the one and only
Let's
Demo God.
God.
Demo God.
And
The
don't forget
Ayatollah
of
of
Rock and Rolla.
Y2J.
Chris Jericho turned 50, baby.
Yeah.
50.
5-0.
50. That dude is living the charmed life, man.
30 years of...
I mean, he really is doing his thing. Think about it. I mean, he strolls out to the ring to his own song, listening to the crowd sing the lyrics.
What have I become?
30 years of wrestling and
Now that I'm
musical genius. The guy's got it all. He's living
everything.
He's living the ultimate American dream.
He is, dude. Chris
Jericho
Jericho
is
is
living
possibly.
the
You know what,
He's possibly one of the greats. You drink to that. Go ahead, because
Chris?
I'm not drinking. Here, I'll drink the leftover in that.
Oh, look, I'm doing a half shot. Happy
Down the
birthday,
hatch.
Y2J,
Hurry it up,
the
though.
champion.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chris Jericho, for everything you've done for the business.
We
Happy
respect
birthday. 50th birthday of Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, real quick. Will he see that AEW championship one more time before he retires?
You want my answer?
No.
No, I just asked you so we can just move on.
I think it's
leave
no.
everyone on a cliffhanger.
Without interrupting.
Will he win the AEW title one more time?
I think it's no.
I think it was one time. I honestly think it was one time for him to just, get that belt established.
Yeah.
He was the first big
I agree
heel.
with that.
He was the first champ. And at one time he was the youngest champ.
Yep.
And he was the oldest champ.
Yep.
And he was the longest reigning champ.
Yep. I agree. What do you
And this, folks, is why we do this show. I disagree.
Well,
Dun, dun,
Why
dun.
Ministry? When
Because Jericho,
I apologize.
say what you will about Cody, Jericho was the biggest name. When AEW started,
Yeah.
they were banking on the shoulders of Chris Jericho. He was their,
Oh, without a doubt.
he was their star. He was their star get, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not to knock Cody because Cody's a great competitor,
Yes.
you know, and he's talented, you know, and he was. But you're talking about Jericho. There's no one else in AEW right now
Some say
that is on Jericho's level,
Okay. Some.
status-wise, whatever. Hear me out now before you interrupt me. Corey, you heard him. He's interrupting me.
The interrupter's complaining.
So because he is that guy,
Yeah.
before he retires and leaves, because he'll retire from AEW. He's not going to go. I don't see him ever going back to WWE.
Only for the Hall of Fame.
For the Hall of Fame, but that would be it. But
And-
as long as, so he'll end his career with AEW,
Yep.
and because of what he did for them, and he really got them over. He got the attention
The exposure.
to them. They're gonna at least give him. They're gonna let him go away with at least being a multi-time AEW title holder. It's gonna be that's gonna be like at least it's gonna be like you can't let Chris Jericho leave here only being a one-time what I'm saying. They're not gonna let him they're gonna honor him with that. Not you're not a one-trick pony.
Well, that's
We're gonna
And
let
that's
you get a
definitely one
second
way to
one.
look at it.
that
So that's my thought. I think he'll get it at least one.
But Kyle and mine's
Only one
thought,
more time.
Kyle and mine's thought is he's done it. It's done. It's over with. Let's move on.
Let's
Right.
move on.
Let's reel
Exactly.
it on in.
Let's
Topic number 2.
stop being Kyle.
We're gonna
I
talk.
love being Kyle.
Bring it in.
Okay.
Next topic. Number 2. The return of Pac promo,
X-Pac?
AKA
Sean Waltman,
Neville.
321 kid, 123 kid.
He's not listening.
He's not.
I said Neville already, and he's still guessing other names.
Adrian
He
Neville.
is not listening.
Adrian Neville.
Adrian Neville, AKA Neville. Now he's known as Pac on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
What are our thoughts? What do we think of this guy?
Oh, that he's an idiot. Oh,
yeah.
I thought we were talking about
Joey.
Pineapple Joe over here.
Pineapple. Hey,
Bringing up a shirt, old school, 321 screw
of an inside joke.
merch.
Yeah,
If you've been watching our show from the beginning, it's not an inside joke. You know what the hell we're talking about.
it's
Pineapples. Big Shot Joe.
Shut up, Joey. So, let's get back to the topic at hand.
You're treating them like they don't know. These people have been
Let's bring
have
it
been
back
our
in.
fan from the beginning.
Bill,
Let's bring
we
it.
are
All right.
going to have a serious talk.
I'm going to beat up both of you. Bring it back
Listen,
in.
now we're upset.
Now you've upset the
Now we're
lad.
upsetting the moderator, K-Swine.
So, what
let's
are our
go.
thoughts with Pac?
I can't wait for him to come back, dude. I like me some Pat, man. He's badass.
Red Arrow.
It is,
It's one of the
yeah.
most
You know.
innovative moves ever
And
created.
he had just introduced his version of the Rings of Saturn, basically, right
Yeah.
before.
I think
everything
he
shut
started
down.
using that in WWE
Before
before
he
he
left.
left, too.
Yeah.
But if I can give my opinion,
Let's hear it, because we all want to know.
Do you want me to get you a tissue?
no,
Crying?
I just. So
Dead
anywho,
air. Dead air.
Anyway.
anywho,
The return of Pac, Adrian Neville, coming back to AEW. We're excited.
Go. What is your thing?
I'm just saying, I think Pac will be a main eventer. I
Main
think
eventer, soon to be AEW World Champion. I guarantee it. What are your thoughts?
good call.
What are your thoughts, Bill?
Kyle, I
Yeah,
agree.
Bill.
I agree.
He agrees.
All right, all three. Bam. Next subject.
Next topic. Let's go.
He's like a drill instructor, isn't he?
Why don't we head over to NXT?
Don't mind if I do. Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, you thought
I thought
it
you
meant
said
next
whiskey.
shot.
I thought he said whiskey.
Oh, I
he
thought
said
he said
NXT.
next shot.
NXT. Let's talk a little bit about kind of a comical segment during the show. Cameron Grimes is still a little shaken up from his House of
Cameron
Horrors match.
To the moon.
You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I was.
He was in a match with Kushida, and he was a little spooked by the zombies.
Looking
from
over his
last
shoulder,
week.
saw the zombie ref. Yeah, say what you will. Some people want to hate on it because it's silly and it's goofy
It's
or whatever.
comical.
But
It gives you something to laugh
it's
at.
funny. It makes me laugh.
It's entertainment.
It
and
makes-
The E in
makes us
WWE
chuckle.
means entertainment.
Ain't nothing wrong with some humor, man. If it's done, if it's not overdone and it's not,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
the whole show's not like that.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That was my catchphrase.
And I think it was kind of funny that Cameron Grimes more or less tapped out from Kushida just so he can get away from the ref,
Yeah.
other than actually being in pain.
From the zombie ref.
I thought that was kind of comical.
Yeah. I did too. Whoa.
Thank you, Cameron Grimes, for that chuckle. That was topic number 3.
Cameron Grimes is my boy Corey's favorite
Favorite guy.
guy.
Right on.
Loves him, Cameron Grimes.
Moving on to the 4th topic of our Dirty Dozen. Candice LeRae runs over Shotzi Blackheart's
Yeah, man.
tank.
That
What's
bitch-
up with that? What's up with that?
That bitch.
Little
Don't you eyeball me, boy? You know you like you some Cameron
Hurricane
Grimes.
hand.
He always talks about him. He likes Cameron Grimes.
So what do you all think the storyline is going
You're off the wall tonight.
Um,
with
it's,
Candice LeRae and Shotzi Blackheart?
I mean, I think that's good for Shotzi Blackheart. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
Candice LeRae is one of the top, women in NXT,
It gives her
and
a
she's,
storyline. too.
it's putting her basically to the, kind of up in the forefront. It's putting her into main event status.
Absolutely.
Candice
I
LeRae,
agree.
she's definitely, main event, caliber,
I think
women's.
she's going to be put near the mid card, main card.
Mhm.
She's getting up there. She had an excellent match against Io Shirai a few weeks ago. She was the host of Halloween Havoc.
Yep.
And,
And she looked good doing it.
absolutely. Let
She
me tell
did.
you something. I'm just going to give a little shout out to the women's division in NXT. That is one heck of a division right there.
WWE
Got a
in
lot of
general, dude,
stars.
have a great women's division.
They really do.
Absolutely.
I mean, Raw, SmackDown, all of them. I'm gonna pull Big Shot Joe here too with Shotzi. She taking an AEW women's title? Is she winning that at some point before she moves on?
Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah. Will she win the NXT? Excuse me. Did I say AEW?
Yeah.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
NXT,
I meant.
NXT women's title. There's a lot of acronyms here.
I do think so.
NXT. Will she win the NXT
I
women's
think
title?
so.
Yes, I agree.
I think so. They're pushing her.
I think so. Yeah.
Shotzi Blackheart is a very good wrestler,
Yeah.
entertainer. She's going places.
Absolutely.
That was topic number
Absolutely.
4. Moving on to our 5th topic, we're gonna brush on the Pat McAfee faction with the tag team champs and Pete Dunne.
Undisputed.
You know what? I like that faction, but they need a name, man. They need a name. What do they call themselves?
I don't think they have a name yet. They don't have a name yet.
I know. That's what I'm asking you.
I thought I heard
What do they
a
call
rumor
themselves?
called Undefeated.
Listen, because they're not all undefeated. But
Well,
Pat McAfee
you got
is undefeated because he only had one
you
match.
got Pete Dunne
No, he lost it. Never mind.
and you have Danny Burch, who are both from the UK NXT over there.
Right, and McAfee and Lorcan are
And
American.
the other two are
And
from
McAfee's the
America.
ex-NFL guy. He was the punter.
So, what would be a British-American connection name?
I don't know, man.
We have to come up with
Something with kicking in it. There's got to be something with the word
UKSA.
kick. You know?
UKSA. UKSA. Oh. That was stupid, right?
That's an idea.
No, man, it's an idea. You know, I mean, why
not
not?
shitting on it. Not shitting on it. But
WWE has done worse.
to talk about the topic, they come out, they interrupt the tag team match between Killian Dane and what's the little guy's name?
Drake Maverick.
Drake Maverick.
Big Drake Maverick.
Yeah, and with their against Everrise, they come out and interrupt their match. And then they got that Undisputed Era flag.
And they were going to hang it from the rafters, but then they all voted real quick, no, let's not do that. Let's burn it in a trash can.
Yeah. Burn that some bitch.
So I think this is going to be a really good rivalry between Pat McAfee's faction and the Undisputed Era.
One shot,
it's going to come to blows when all the Undisputed Era is healthy again.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. We were talking.
Survivor, or not Survivor Series, War Games.
It'll go to War Games.
Because
War
NXT
Games,
always has their War Games right around the time of Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And I see that's going to be a War Games thing. It'll be Pat McAfee's group. They just got to come up with something, man. They got to come up with a name, man. It just can't be like, oh, there's that Pat McAfee gang. Right. You know.
When I write the letter to WWE, I'll be sure to include that. Okay.
It's all right.
Absolutely.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, they gotta have something.
I'm meeting Steph for mimosas. I'll just have her mention it to.
Does Hunter know?
To Hunter. Listen, what she does with her time is her business, not his.
I would pay $5 million to see if you were on a date with Stephanie McMahon.
Oh man, that
Helmsley.
would be so awesome. How dope would that be, man? How dope would that be?
What, to get $5 million? Absolutely.
No, to be able to say is like, yeah, no, I was on a date with Stephanie McMahon. No big deal.
Jeez. Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next topic.
Reel it in.
We're halfway through. Guess what?
Oh, wait, no. Wait, before we go to the next topic. If there was said match at War Games with the Pat McAfee gang,
Undisputed Era.
in Undisputed Era, who wins?
Undisputed Era.
He thinks the other way around.
No, I really don't know. I will say this: I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
to kind of give them the push they need.
If McAfee's crew won.
And then they start a feud.
Because when Adam Cole and McAfee went head to head, Cole beat him.
Yes.
So everyone's gonna just expect
McAfee to
give an Undisputed Era is winning that one.
Yep.
And then they don't.
Reel it in.
No, he's finishing.
If you're making valid points, there's no need to reel it in. That's what the show is about.
Exactly. And that's a good point. But I think that
This is
Undisputed Era, in my opinion, wins. Okay. Next
No one
topic.
can say it like Case One.
Halfway there. Topic number 6. We're going to Monday Night Raw. Hurt Business gets tag title shot by defeating the New Day.
So, well, last week
they did.
They beat New Day clean. You know,
it was Shelton Benjamin and
Cedric
Alexander.
Okay.
And
Shelton and another tag team.
So so this
tag team.
This past Raw, which was last night, as we're filming this on Tuesday.
Yep.
I'm supposed to tell them that, Bill?
Well, because we were just talking. I said Raw last night. It's not rocket surgery here. They can figure it out.
It's not rocket science over here.
The Hurt Business getting a tag title shot.
The tag title.
I think this is a great way for the Hurt Business to finally get established.
Get some gold.
Get more gold, because Bobby Lashley is already United States champion. So then we have 3 people in the same stable that have gold. So the only one left is MVP.
Let me ask you a question real quick, since we're on that, since Bobby Lashley is the leader of the Hurt Business, okay? Do you see Bobby finally getting a WWE championship?
Well, let me put it in these terms for myself. I believe Bobby Lashley should have been the world champion like 5 years ago.
When he...
Do I think he should get championship? Yes. But that's all, a McMahon thing.
Here's the problem, though.
Dun-dun-dun.
They have to have the right person
For him
as
to
the
be-
world champion right now to make sense for Bobby Lashley to go after.
He needs to do it as a heel.
It's Randy Orton's a heel. Bobby Lashley is
Well, I didn't say
more a heel than they are. You know, Hurt Business is more a heel. Yeah, you know, there is that, you know, that slippery slope there because
I didn't say anything.
you know, helping, you know, against in the fight
People
against
like
that.
retribution.
I just said yes, you should.
But what I'm saying, if they have the right person as champion, I can see that working with Lashley, like going after him.
Right on.
But I mean, it's Orton right now as a champion. There's too many other people that would be ahead of Lashley getting into the title
Well,
picture.
he's
There's going to be
still the
the
U.S.
Fiend.
champion.
Everyone's still waiting for Edge, and everyone's believing that Edge is going to be back for Royal Rumble.
Dude, what if Edge faced the Fiend?
And it'd be Edge and Orton at WrestleMania. I mean, I personally still think that's what.
Again.
So Bobby
Last
Lashley.
year.
But Bobby. So what I'm saying is Bobby Lashley. I could see him getting a title shot. It's
Yes.
just got to be the right person. He's got to be currently holding the title. Randy Orton is not the right person. Now, if Drew had it again, I could see that. I could see a thing with Lashley and Drew because they had a small one, but they
It
didn't
was
keep
a
it
title
going.
defense, yeah.
But yeah, it was just like a one-off. But I mean, I could, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing them do,
Right on.
you know, a thing.
Let's
So
go on to that next topic.
Next topic.
he's always trying to beat you.
He likes to be
There
me.
can only be
A
one.
lot of
case
people like
wine.
being me.
There can only be one case wine.
K-Swizzle.
He is the
I'm the glue, man.
yeah. He's the Addy.
To bring
He's
the
the
mold together.
Yeah, he's that white shit in the middle of two Oreo cookies.
That's right, baby.
Keeps it together.
Topic number 7.
You're our favorite white filling.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I do.
Number 7, Kyle.
Uh-oh. Number 7, but it's the 8th time. The 8th time
I'm only doing half shots.
8
but
weeks
man,
in a
you're catching up to
row
me.
on Raw. Lana goes through another table.
She's,
It's becoming a skit.
you know what, Lana,
Lana,
to you.
good for you, kid.
In case you folks haven't figured it out, that's going to be a new thing too. I think Dirty Dozen is going to be the drunken dozen.
Well, he might. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it my thing.
You're a sad,
gonna drink for every
sad,
show.
sad man.
So, just a
I'm just
quick,
pointing that out because I'm
Bring
sure
it-
somebody out there is
bring it-
watching it right now is going, man, that's like
bringing
his
it
eighth.
back
That's like his eighth
to
shot.
reality.
I'm just.
He's calling.
How many?
He's rolling.
How
he's
many
reeling
more
it in.
times? How many more times do you think this is going to keep going? Are we going to go to 10 and it's going to be done?
You know,
Or
what,
is
she
this-
may go through a table every week until WrestleMania.
Dude.
That's a long time, man.
Man, Miro really did
She
something
will.
to her
Give me
career.
your glass.
Why?
'Cause I'm gonna put something in it.
I don't want a lot.
Give it me. Seriously. No, here, I tell you what. Poor Lana. Yeah, for the 8th week in a row. But, you know, Nia, you saw when Nia tried to put her through earlier, and Dana Brooks and Mandy Rose stopped. They intervened,
Yeah.
and they saved Lana
Not for long.
temporarily. All they did was delay it.
They delayed
Delay the
shit.
inevitable.
Yeah. And Mandy Rose also, a little sidebar to that.
Oh,
Sidebar.
we're talking about that.
Mandy Rose got hurt in the second time when in the whole episode where eventually Lana got put through the table for the 8th time. Mandy Rose got hurt when she got tossed
got
out of the
banged
ring by
up.
Nia Jax. So hopefully
Possible
she
injury.
should be. But I don't think it's nothing that's gonna like keep her from
Wrestling.
Survivor Series. You know, she may not be in action next week. They might let her rest up till Survivor Series, but.
Remember when they used to do that?
But
Survive.
what I was going to say is Lana, you know, this is the 8th time she's been put through this damn table,
God
8th week
bless
in a
her.
row. But I see Lana being the last woman standing in the Survivor Series match.
I can see that.
The women.
happening.
I see Lana winning it.
And then
If
goes
she's
to
gonna
another
win it.
table.
You don't have to do it all in one shot, man.
I'm trying to get
That's
why it's only a half.
That's actually a very good way to end it. She goes to Survivor Series. She's a sole survivor on the Raw team,
on, guys,
and she goes through the table one more time just for.
Will she hit double digits? Woo! Will she hit double digits?
I think so.
Yeah.
She'll at least hit 10 before they stop.
Let's go at least 10.
You know what I mean? I was joking when I said she's going to go through the table every week until WrestleMania. I mean, that was a joke, but I honest to God think she's going to go through a table every week until Survivor Series.
Yeah, that would be happening.
She's, I mean, the go-home show for Raw before Survivor Series.
Think they pay her extra to go through the table?
It's putting her over, though, man. People are starting to feel, they're starting to feel bad for her.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like as soon as Nia grabs hold of her, Lana's no longer a woman wrestler. Because, you know, all these other chicks, you know, when they're out there in a match, someone grabs hold of them, they go to fighting, you know, they're doing the wrestling stuff. As soon as Nia grabs Lana, she's
trying to fight.
You know, fighting like, you know, like that, you know, like they would portray a woman to fight, you know, in a 50s movie.
Just promise me one thing.
You know, she doesn't look like she's a female wrestler.
Listen,
here comes Joey.
Just
with his
promise
joke.
me one thing. To never, ever do that again.
I can't promise that, man.
Oh boy!
That's my portrayal of a 1950s
Bring it back in.
Woman fighting.
Let's move on to the next topic. Oh my God!
Stop it, you beast! You know, I mean, that's how I mean, I'm sure. No offense, I'm
Let's
sure there was
continue with
women
the dirty
in the
dozen.
50s who could kick some ass, but they portrayed
I'm gonna
them.
click point it.
All right,
There you go, right there to that.
Bring it back in. Let's be serious for a minute.
The power that comes
Next
off
topic.
of this list.
Topic number 8. Buddy,
We gotta get this guy a gavel. That's what we need. You need a gavel.
Oh, we're getting a K-Swine gavel.
Gavel, baby. Okay, let's
Make it happen.
Topic number 8. What's going on with Buddy Murphy? What do you think's happening?
Buddy Murphy
With that plan,
why is he
telling? Why is he telling Aaliyah
Harvey
to
Dent.
trust me?
Not Harvey Dent, Buddy Murphy.
Can we trust him?
This isn't the superhero show.
Bring it
This
back.
is the Dirty Dozen.
Let's bring it back.
Dirty Dish.
What do you think's going to happen here?
I think he's gonna turn on.
Well, obviously, I mean, he's got some sort of devious plan for Rollins, but or is it?
Is he going to screw over Rollins, or is he going to screw over the Mysterio family? What are your predictions of that?
Personally, I think it's going to be Rollins.
I do too.
I think he's
going
suckering
face.
Rollins in.
I think he's gonna go face, and he's gonna get one hell of a push.
Yeah, because if he goes face, the
guy's jacked. The guy's talented.
If he turns on Mysterio now, because people are starting to kind of get behind him now, you know, because they had been wanting him to leave Rollins.
Right.
They've been wanting that split, and when they get it, if he just goes right back and then turns on Mysterio, then it's like, man, the whole thing was a ploy all along.
And now all of a sudden,
yeah, he'll lose the backing of the people. I think.
Now,
I think you have him in some sort of devious plan, turns on Rollins at the right moment, costing Rollins something major, and you put him over big.
I can see that happening. I
Here's
actually
to
agree with
my
it.
idea being right.
The more likely idea is Captain Bill's idea, but what if, because still the rumor of Seth Rollins leaving,
Listen, with that,
who's going to be the heel of that storyline?
With that nut job, VKM controlling things, you never know.
True.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah.
But I agree with Bill's idea. He's probably going to turn face, side with Mysterio.
Should be writing for the show.
Well, literally.
Trips.
He wrote it down.
Look me up, brother. I would be more than happy to write some storylines. I got ideas that'll blow your mind.
They're gonna ask you, where's your master's in writing? I've already looked it up.
It's right here, my friend. right
here,
here.
motherfucker.
You don't need a master's
Alright,
in writing
Let's stop this
when you got a creative brain
Bring
like
it
this.
back.
You're
Let's
doing
continue.
drunk
Yeah,
talking.
reel it in, reel it in.
Topic number 9: the return of the heel turn of Carmella and attacking Sasha Banks
Yeah, who had just successfully defended her title
against Bayley.
against Bayley, made
She
Bayley
did.
tap.
So, predictions. Is Carmella taking the strap? I agree.
I think she is.
And
I
that's all we got to say about that.
Another.
No, I like the new look though. I like the new look, and I mean, I hope they. I mean, all joking aside, I don't think she takes the belt from Sasha. I just
think
don't
she
see
does.
Carmella taking it. I don't. But again, Vincent.
The only reason
McMahon, who knows?
The only reason why Sasha doesn't.
I just hope they don't
belt
make her look like a chump.
Carmella
You know what I'm saying?
is because Sasha's going to hold the title for a lengthier time than she did with the Raw title.
Absolutely.
Think
'Cause
so?
yeah, because that's been her whole thing. She's won the title, but she doesn't keep it for
Now
very
look,
long.
the four.
She
That's
loses
true.
it like almost immediately. In like the next time, the very next defense, or maybe she might defend it one time successfully, but then she's losing
The
it.
4 horsewomen. Charlotte, she's held the title numerous times and lengthy title
And
reigns.
she's got the most.
Becky Lynch has held both titles with lengthy title
Becky,
reigns.
2 belts.
Bayley has held both titles with a lengthy title reign with the SmackDown title.
I think she's.
And now-
Longest reigning
And now
SmackDown
it's time for
Longest
Sasha
reigning
Banks'
SmackDown.
turn to hold that title for a long period of time too. I'm not saying a year, but it's going to be longer than.
Then just
5,
like a
6
month.
months.
Yeah.
However, that being said, again,
You got them started, Kyle.
side note on
Side note.
on women's championship, which since we were just talking title reigns.
Yep.
Asuka just moved ahead of Bayley for the
Longest
most combined
Awesome.
days as champion.
Nice.
I dig it.
I'm sorry, I apologize, I don't remember the number, but she's second only to Moolah,
Wow.
and there's not a chance in hell that Asuka's catching Moolah.
What is
How
it,
many days
Because
was
Moolah's
Moolah's
like 7
was
years?
in like the thousands.
7
Oh,
years or
she had like a
something
Bruno San Martino
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
Bruno
and,
had the belt for 7
Yeah.
years.
yeah, and Asuka's, she hasn't even hit
You
a
will
1,000
never,
mark.
you will never see a title reign like that in these
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. The company wouldn't survive. You can't have the same champion.
Yeah,
that
but
long.
see, in the era that Moolah was, there wasn't
And Bruno,
a whole
it
lot
was-
of women's wrestlers.
But it was, you were the champ.
Right.
You were
the
known
champ.
as the
And-
champ. You were the champ for a lengthy time.
Right, and back then it wasn't as much as a
Flamboyance,
just
showmanship.
no, as a just a predetermined, decided no, she's gonna win. I mean, I'm sure they did do some of that. There was a lot of that shit. It was like,
They were rough.
you want this title, you have to physically beat me in the ring and take it. I guarantee you, back in those days, there was a lot of that kind of
yeah.
shit that went on.
Well, there's a
So
lot of
Moolah-
good shit.
Look at
I watched the Dark Side of
Look
the
at Magic Ric Flair
Moolah
and
was a
Dusty
tough
Rhodes. You see those brutal matches? They lasted an hour.
Woohoo.
Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So
All right. Next topic. Moving on.
So no, Carmella, I don't see her taking it from Sasha.
10.
I do
10,
see her
10.
being a champion again one more time though.
That was gory as shit.
I did.
Yes.
Before we go, I do see
Yes.
Carmella winning another title at
Carmella
some
will
point,
win sooner or later,
but she's
not
not
right
taking
now.
it from Sasha.
Right on. Next topic.
Topic number 10. We're going to
Just
talk
need to throw that in
again
there.
more about the Uso family, the Roman Reigns situation, and facing Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens and Jey Uso are supposed to be teammates,
Yeah, they're
Survivor
they're
Series.
Survivor Series team.
and Jey Uso
And-
beats the shit out of him.
And all that is
With a
because
low blow with a headbutt
Kevin Owens cracked, he kind of cracked the joke a little bit,
about his family.
in there in catering. Man, I'm telling you what, dude, more shit happens. They should. I hope they always keep a hard cam in catering because there's always some shit going on in catering,
Catering,
man. There's
that's a
fights that go
dangerous-
on back there.
dangerous
Fights.
place.
You know,
Dangerous.
trash talk is
don't
happening
be
in
in the
catering.
way.
More shit has been talked over croissants and fresh fruit.
And in that ring.
Tell you
Exactly.
what.
And that's what it all stemmed
Tell you
from.
what.
Him, Joe making a joke about Uso getting Roman Reigns' coffee. Shouldn't that be Heyman's job?
Oh,
But how do you? Okay.
Was Owens asking for
All
it
right.
though?
No. He's like, no, you think this is a joke? And Owen said, no, I don't think any of this is a joke. It's horrible,
Do
whatever.
you think this is a joke, Bill?
No, it's just
Shut up. He's trying
some
to
filthy,
explain something.
filthy old beer. So, all right. Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar
Mm-hmm.
is so different than Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns.
I've noticed.
Have you noticed? Paul Heyman almost it looks like more like
They're forming a faction.
well no Paul Heyman is almost like he fears Roman Reigns.
Of course.
He never seemed to fear Brock Lesnar.
No, he feared Brock.
Not really.
No, not like he does with Roman. It's like with Brock, he was always just so like a proud dad with Brock.
Brock Lesnar's character with Paul Heyman was more just a competitor and dominating people. With Roman Reigns, he seems like a very twisted individual hurting his own family.
Yeah.
And Paul Heyman gets freaked out about it.
Yeah, Brock was basically just he was just a bully,
Right.
Where Roman Reigns he's like a bad guy. You know what I mean? It's
That's a heel.
yeah, exactly.
Everybody
He's more
knows that,
heelish
Joey.
than Brock Lesnar was, though.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with that.
I mean, Brock Lesnar was never really like your traditional heel because he hated everybody.
Yeah.
But when Paul Heyman was out there, like I said, he was more. He kind of looked like that proud dad kind of thing. Where with Roman, he always looks like he's concerned, worried. He's afraid of Roman. Like when Roman like
I
last
agree.
week or the 1 week when Roman was telling him, he's like, because with Uso giving meeting, he's like, you knew about this? You're supposed to know about this. You're supposed to know about this and handle this and deal with this before it happens so I don't have to. He's like, I'm sorry, and it's just,
We
Paul
get what you're
Heyman's
saying.
like, man, just like, he's like concerned
Yep.
with Roman the heel. I mean, go get Adam Pearce. We need to handle this Kevin Owens situation.
Yep.
So, I mean, they portrayed it as basically Roman Reigns, he's the one who basically booked that match.
Absolutely.
Uso's he's got to teach Owens a lesson. And how's that going to work out for their team, teammate situation going forward with Survivor Series?
Well, that's the whole point.
Well, speaking of Survivor Series, we'll just jump right into
11.
topic number 11 and the Survivor Series team
Right in.
shaping up. Let's go over who's on whose team.
Well, as we all know, after last night's Monday Night Raw, Matt Riddle is
Team
rounding
Raw.
out Team Raw.
Is now Sheamus, Keith Lee, AJ Styles,
2 Survivor Series
Braun Strowman,
teams.
and the Bro Man,
Mr. Riddle.
Matt Riddle. I'm trying to throw this
The
guy
bro that runs the show.
Is that
Matt
what it
Riddle.
says?
Yeah.
So,
Bro.
AJ is the face that runs the place, and that's what he told his first night when he made his debut. That's what he said to you. He says, "You may be the face that runs the place, but I'm the bro that runs the show."
Right on.
everybody's got a cool name. Well, I guess Sheamus is the Celtic Warrior. We got the Celtic Warrior, the Limitless one, the AJ's, what was AJ's?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal AJ Styles, and the Monster Among Men.
Yep.
A lot of
And
characters.
Still a spot for one more for Raw.
No.
Oh no, wait, Bro
That's-
was.
That's
Matt Riddle.
SmackDown's team has one opening left because SmackDown's team right now is
what
Jey
happens.
Uso and Kevin Owens.
This is what happens
King
when
Corbin.
we do this late at night.
It's
And
not
Seth
late
Rollins.
at night. That's the.
Yes, it is.
If it was late, then you would be correct. So, Jey Uso and Kevin Owens,
King Corbin.
King Corbin,
And Seth Rollins.
Seth
Messiah.
with one position left. I believe that spot is going to be filled by one Lars Sullivan for SmackDown. Because WWE wants that Braun Strowman Lars Sullivan confrontation. And that's how you make that happen because they're on different shows.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how you make that happen. And then you can have it'll start with Survivor Series. There'll be the confrontation at Survivor Series with Lars and Braun. Fast forward to Royal Rumble, when probably more than likely Braun Strowman and Lars Sullivan are both going to be involved in the Royal Rumble. They'll have a confrontation in the Royal Rumble.
And then it's going to lead to
And then it'll lead to a WrestleMania match,
Right.
Lars versus Braun.
Right.
I could see that happening.
I completely agree.
Sign me up to
Moving
write
on
stuff.
to the Raw women's team. It's full.
Wait,
What?
before we move on, who wins?
Oh. Prediction.
Team Raw or Team... Let's just say that Lars Sullivan is the 5th member chosen for Team SmackDown. Who would win, SmackDown or Raw?
SmackDown.
I say Team Raw.
I say Team Raw too. You know what? Because Team SmackDown has won the Survivor Series match, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, for like the last several years. It's been Team SmackDown that's won. I think Raw wins it this time.
Team Raw.
Okay.
They have a better team.
We'll have to see what happens.
All right, women's teams. Team Raw has got Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, who are also the women's tag team champions. We have Dana Brooke. Here's the question mark now. Mandy Rose is injured. Is she going to be replaced?
I think she'll be.
Or is she going to be in team?
I think she'll be it. I don't think it's an injury that's keeping her out. I think she's there.
And then the announcer table champion, Lana.
Yeah, and then we got who for Team SmackDown is who?
Right now, it's only two people, but Bianca Belair and Ruby Riott.
They'll probably fill out the rest
Liv
of that.
Morgan will
They'll
probably
fill
be
out the
next.
rest of that this I'm sure this week
All right.
on the next SmackDown. Who knows who it'll be.
All right. And what's on the next agenda?
I think Joe's getting tired.
I am,
He's
dude.
like-
I'm
he
ready.
is-
I've been
he
up
is
since
like
5 in the morning.
He's like a
We're being
toddler.
professional here.
We are.
He's like a toddler.
Okay. We have made it to the 12th topic. The progression of Bliss. Alexa
That's
Bliss.
the 12th topic?
That's the 12th topic. Are we forgetting a topic? Well, let's break it down.
Oh, okay.
Let's break it down of the progression of Alexa Bliss, of what's happening with her and the Fiend.
Well,
I get
Jumping back to Raw.
a Harley Quinn-esque slash,
Joker.
yeah, something vibe.
Well,
Chucky.
no. Hold on. If I may feed upon your idea,
That's still interrupting.
but let me just say this, and then you can continue.
Absolutely.
The Fiend's mask, this is like a legit thing, because I watched the thing about it. One of the inspirations for the Fiend's mask came
From the Joker.
from the Joker directly. It was, I don't remember what, it was a graphic novel.
I know
But
which
on
one.
the cover, it's like the Joker had like cut his face off and then had like pinned it back on as like a mask.
I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name, but
I cannot either. But
He should know
that
because
was
he's the Batman.
right, exactly. He's got a friggin' Batman tattoo and he doesn't know. But no, that was one of the inspirations for the Fiend mask. So I mean, it's by you saying, you know, the Harley Quinn Joker dynamic, it makes perfect sense because the Fiend's look was inspired by the Joker.
Yeah, I could. You know what? I get
And
it.
Bliss has done the Harley Quinn look before, like with Halloween episodes and shit like that.
Absolutely.
But no, I'm liking it. And as we saw last, she's got the gloves now.
Mm-hmm.
They're like fingerless gloves. They, instead of hurt and heal, they say play and pain.
I saw that.
And she holds them up under her face like that, and then she takes one of them away. And like when she was looking at Randy Orton, she took the play away, so she was just leaving the one that said pain.
So, here's my
You
question.
know, she's got the contacts.
Real quick. So they've established her character now, okay?
With the Fiend, yeah.
With the Fiend. Her with the Fiend, okay? Question is, are they still going to do like a family? Are they going to have somebody else?
You know, I've heard some theories online, and
I don't think so.
You think it's just going to be that
no.
duo?
One of the things that they've talked about is everyone's talking about the Wyatt family, the Fiend family. What if it's Alexa Bliss that puts together, gets like a handful of chicks, and it's like a female group, get Nikki Cross and they get someone else.
That'd be different.
Alexa Bliss is
Actually,
kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't put more emphasis on Alexa Bliss's control over the Fiend character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as because I mean, think about it. The Sister Abigail. You know, Bray Wyatt. His character was so consumed with, with this authoritative female figure in his life of the Sister Abigail. Alexa Bliss is she's like the new sister. She is not Sister Abigail, but she's like the
Well
replacement,
said.
the embodiment of Sister Abigail now.
Well said,
Right.
sir.
So she
like that idea.
seems to be able to have some kind of control over the Fiend character. You know what I'm saying? I see them building
That'd be
upon
very
that, which would
interesting.
be kind of cool and different.
I'm not disagreeing. I actually like that idea very much, but there's also a good possibility that could just be the Fiend and Alexa Bliss, and for the first time, you have a mixed team that goes after, Fiend goes after the WWE Championship, Bliss goes after the Women's Championship, and they have control of the gold on the female and male side of the show.
Absolutely.
Sidebar: how cool would it be if they created a intergender tag team championship?
I would be all for it. I love the mixed tag.
Right,
challenge.
that's exactly what I was
That was
thinking
awesome.
about. How they had the mixed tag challenge,
That's where the
and
storyline
people,
with Braun
right?
Strowman
People really
and Bliss
exactly,
came from.
and people got behind that. They dug that. How cool would that be if they
Team Little
made
Big.
a tag title, a tag team title for the the mixed gender.
Yeah, I agree. I like that a lot.
Let's move to the next
That would
topic.
be very cool.
What next topic?
Are we done?
Are we done? Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, that was 12. This is
That was
dirty,
12. But
This is the Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozen. We do have a 13th topic. The Baker's Dozen.
It's a Baker's Dozen Deluxe episode.
What are we going to talk
We didn't
about?
even know about.
Let's talk about
I don't know.
One of the
the
most
most
vicious,
brutal.
violent.
We don't talk about this division very much, but
No, we do not. And I'll tell you what, this shot is to you,
NXT
Ilya
UK,
Dragunov.
Walter
and your
and Dragunov
shredded
for the
meat
UK
chest.
Championship.
NXT.
I'll tell you what, that will be a match that all the old schoolers would love to watch over and over again, because that was downright dirty and brutal.
It looked like the cops needed to be called.
For any of those of you who ever listened to any of Jim Cornette's podcasts, you know how much he seems to hate and despise the current
Fast-paced.
state of wrestling.
Yep.
All the jumpy, flippy shit, as he says, He's not a fan of that. He doesn't like any of the theatric stuff. I mean, the Jericho MJF thing, he just thought was absolute
Garbage.
horse manure.
Horse
yeah,
shit.
He just talks. He hates on everything. But I'm telling you what, man, he absolutely loved
Walter
that
and Dragunov.
Walter Ilya
Bolter,
Dragunov.
because
Yes,
they're
for
over
the
there
NXT UK.
across the pond.
Listen, if I just want to say this: if you have access to the NXT, NXT or the
WWE Network.
I'm sorry,
There you go.
I'm getting all flabbergasted thinking about this match. Go there and look up that Walter Dragunov match and watch it, because
I can almost guarantee you they have that on YouTube, because that match
holy
was
crap,
brutal.
dude!
That was the most violent match I've ever seen.
His
One-on-one. You know.
Yeah, they were,
There
their
was no
bodies
weapons.
was beaten, it was welted up and marred up, looking like. You remember what Dominic Mysterio's chest and back looked
Yeah,
like
the
from the kendo
kendo
stick
stick.
shots from Rollins and Murphy?
That was bad too.
Dragunov's chest and back looked like that, and there was no weapons used in that match.
Just a man's
it was
hands.
Walter's hand.
His palms.
Damn, man.
It was.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Brutal.
It was brutal, man. It was one of my favorite ones. It's when Dragunov is like coming at him and he's like trying to grab him, and Dragunov just kind of grabs him by his hair and like pulls him backwards.
Boom!
And then just slaps him into the chest.
Dragunov, or you mean Walter?
Walter slaps Dragunov.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Walter pulls Dragunov and slaps
He's
him in the chest. So
flabbergasted.
oh my god. Oh, it hurts so
Unbelievable
bad.
match.
And then when he stretched him across the top and was just chopping him, and then he got up and put his foot.
I just want to say, I do think it's going to be match of the year.
That could be.
It's a contender.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you haven't checked it out,
absolutely.
Check it out.
if you haven't checked it out, yeah, definitely look it up. UK NXT, good stuff.
Well,
That was a baker's dozen.
that was a baker's dozen.
Man,
We got through it, baby.
We did.
I know when we talked about doing a baker's dozen during the first show,
Mm-hmm.
never in a million years would have I thought or expected that the first baker's dozen special deluxe episode of the 321 Screw Dirty Dozen would have come in the second episode.
Yes, sir.
Pleasantly surprised.
We prematurely.
But you know what? That match was worthy.
That was worthy of
was
Dirty
worthy
Dozen.
of it, dude. Holy,
Baker's Dozen.
holy cow! Go watch that match. Go watch that.
Go
match.
watch it, baby.
Pause this video.
But you
go
know what?
watch it.
Wait a minute. Before you do that,
Hit subscribe.
Oh.
yeah,
Subscribe,
subscribe.
hit the
button.
bell,
Give
and
it
give us a thumbs up.
Here, I tell you what. This is for you guys.
Sleepy shot Joey
This is
over
for
here.
you guys. Now, I'm not going to take this until you hit subscribe and give a thumbs up.
Oh, they just subscribed to Bill.
Oh, I see
they
that.
did it.
Hold
I
on.
just saw
Yeah,
them
I
do
see.
it. They just did it.
I see. Hold on. Wait. The thumbs up. And there's the thumbs up. Bell icon. The bell. Click. Yeah, click.
Ring that bell.
That's it. There you go. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Take your friggin'
And
shot.
as he's taking that shot, we're going to say we're signing off.
And
Joey's tired.
3.
Bill's toasted. Let's hit it off.
And 3.
2, 1. Screw.
Dirty dozen.
Dirty Dozen. See you. Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time.
I'm up.